Mhm. Yes, my dearest youngsters, we just have full gratitudes for you. We have lots of love and concern for you. We too have lots of respect for you and lots of more than expectations, hopes from you, for you, as well as the entire humanity, culture, and spirituality. Though our ambitions are so big, yet you need not be frightened. What you can do is do what you can do the best. My gratitude to you because you are regular in giving me this opportunity to talk on Bhagavad Gita. And congratulations for you to manage your time to listen every day. And also wishes and prayers that not only you will listen but you grasp the important salient things here from Bhagavad Gita ji and adding them to your life. May you become your life, make your life more and more lighter and lightful, brighter and beautiful. First for yourself and to the world at large. What is expected out of you is your outer successes should be relentless. Your inner peace and happiness should be all the time maintained with the purity created because of the wisdom of Gita. So, to having understood the glory of spirituality, may you take up in small doses the spirituality. Finally, may you become the custodians of Bhagavad Gita. Through Gita, become custodians of spirituality, culture, and tradition. And through that, become custodians for the entire human and humanity. That is the expected thing from you. And why should I underestimate you? You are all divine children. Not after all, but first of all and above all, in my opinion. Else, in this world of terrible Kali Yuga, if you are listening to Gita, means you are chosen few by the divine only. And given opportunity, given guidance, given empowerment, given blessings, given protection, given support, finally, it will be ensured that you will become successful also in all these endeavors. Thank you. Like every day, today too, we will have three topics. Topic 1, Hanuman Chalisa. Today, Hanuman Chalisa will conclude. Like yesterday, we concluded sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita study. हनुमान चालीसा conclusion में चौपाई दोहा will conclude and entire हनुमान चालीसा maybe 5-6 minutes what patha we will do chanting. Then we'll have our common sense thought little higher for you, but then if not to you, who I can tell this? If not me, who can tell you? If not we, who discuss about such a salient, beautiful thing? What it is when the time comes, we'll show. Third one is Bhagavad Gita. Now, till yesterday, from last more than 1.5 month, we were doing sixth chapter of Gita. The Atma Samyama Yoga and Dhyana Yoga. It is over. With that, the first 6 chapters in one version said as Karma Shatkam is over. From today, 7th chapter up to 12th, it is called as Bhakti Shatkam. And always the bhakti or love you can have only when you know that person and when you know that person is truly glorious. Therefore, while telling the greatness of Bhagavan, the devotion towards the Bhagavan is created in these 7 chapters, 6 chapters, 7 to 12. 13th onwards, the pure knowledge about the reality will be told. Okay, how to meditate, how to realize the truth, and all that will be told. So, here, main is bhakti. But bhakti cannot be like I cannot love you unless I know you, and also I know you that you are worthy. So, too, you can't love me unless you know me and you accept me worthy. And that worthiness should actually be with me. Now, that's why everyone loves each one depending on the quality of that person and liked by this person. So here, sixth, seventh chapter we study today to begin with. Seventh, eighth, ninth, they're all more spiritual. little worldly, not zero, little worldly, but why not study spiritual and grow also? Why should you deny it off? At least you can have a data collected. You anyway I got the habit of listening to Geetha from last 200 days. That's how you could do 6 chapters. Continue listening, keep as a stock. When you are free from your obligations, your ambitions and all, that time you take up this. The spiritual goal. Clear? Now the 7th chapter's name is Jnana Vignana Yoga. So Bhagavan in first 2 shlokas only does 2 things. One, he tells qualities which we have to possess. Second, he assures that if these qualities you have, then I will give you theoretical knowledge and knowledge to, I'll give you knowledge about me, theoretical as well as experiential. Knowledge about me, I will tell you, and knowledge about knowing me also, I will tell you. With this, when you know me, your love devotion for me becomes pakka, true, real, and unconditional, etc. When your devotion is to me, is pakka, then I will also reciprocate by taking care of you. That's why in these second set of 6 chapters, lot of words of assurance by Lord like Yogakshemam Vahamyaham Name Bhakta Pranashyati. All these great assurances by the Lord to protect those who have become his devotees is time and again given. And these are all very beautiful things. I will try my best to make it simpler and lighter, at the same time informative. More importantly, what exactly Gita Krishna says. Literal meaning, indicated meaning, meaning for sadhana, meaning for success. In that way, as we were focusing from last 6 chapters, 200 days, same thing will continue. So enjoy even 7th chapter also. I welcome you for the study of this Saptamodhyaya Bhagavad Gita, which has hardly 30 shlokas only. Earlier 6th chapter had 47. Before that wala thoda chota tha, but fourth and third were 42, 43. Then the second one was 72. First again also was 47. So there is only 30 mantras. But then content wise, for a spiritual seeker, this chapter is so complete, exhaustive, beautiful, simply superb. If I get those audience who really want to cherish Tattva Jnana, to them I will really enjoy talking this chapter. Taking the help of Adishankara Bhashyam, Gudhartha Deepika, that will be to Sone Pe Suhaga. Okay, in this chapter, Bhagwan, having promised, slowly develops the thoughts by showing us the whole world, what it is made up of, and how those things are never ever away apart from other than the divine. So, Lord only with his Maya and his Trigunas is appearing in the form of this world. All these things will become clear to you when you become a devotee and worship, and through that, you get power for me from me. Through that, you get also your faculties called mind intellect are purified and sharpened. In this chapter only, Mamevaye prapadyante maya metam taranti matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. A very sublime, beautiful shlokas with meaning come. Let us see whatever we at our level can try to discuss. Clear? Let us start the day like every day with prarthanas and let us enjoy Hanuman Chalisa, Hanumanji's Bhakti, Hanumanji's Krupa, Samarpana to Hanumanji. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamaroopini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhira Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Today we added 2 3 shlokas because today we are starting chapter 7. Now, dearest friends, Hanuman Chalisa. Today, conclusion. The last mantra called a DOHA we will see today. Yesterday, the last one was कि जो यह पढ़ई हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि. Whoever studies the Hanuman Chalisa understands Hanuman Chalisa, prays to Hanumanji knowing his glory, follows how Hanumanji lived the life of success, hoya siddhi. Such person will become successful. Sakhi Gauri Sa, Lord Shiva is the Sakshi. For the efficacy and power of the blessings and guidance of the Hanuman Chalisa Siddha Grantha. So, Jo Yaha Padai Hanuman Chalisa Hoya Siddhi Sakhi Gauri Sa. This is how this 39th mantra chaupai. Last one is what? Ki Tulasi Dasa Sada Hari Chera. So Tulasidas ji eternally is the Chela, disciple and devotee of God only. With that disciple and devotion only, on the order of Lord only, the Hanumanji's Leelas through his small looking Hanuman Chalisa, I have put up as a guidance, as an invocation of blessings, as to learn the secrets of success for every of the person, especially the youngsters. सो तुलसीदास सदा हरिचर. मैं जो भी कर रहा हूँ हरि का सेवक हूँ, इसलिए सेवा के लिए सेवा के रूप में कर रहा हूँ. And all this, if, O Lord, you liked whatever I have done of writing this Hanuman Chalisa and giving a chance for the youth to know the secret of success, to know the story of Hanumanji, to know the glory of Hanumanji, to become the devotee of Hanumanji, to get inspired from Hanumanji's life, to succeed in in their lives. If all these are liked by you, O Lord, and you say, Hanuman or Tulsidas, you have done a great work, what boon you want? Oh Lord, if you are that way pleased with me, what I want, Tulsidas Sada Shira Ki Jai Natha Hridaya Maha Dera. Hridaya Maha means Hridaya me, or Hridaya Maha means Mera. So, Mere Hridaya me Bhagwan Dera Ki Jai. Dera means permanent place to stay. तो हमेशा आप मेरे हृदय में टेंटेटिवली नहीं, परमानेंटली टेंट बनाकर रह जाना. When Lord is there in our heart permanently, nothing is a problem. जो भगवान है तो समस्या ही नहीं. भगवान है तो शैतान नहीं आता. शैतान ही सारे समस्याओं को निर्माण करता है. Shaitan is our own mind. When the Bhagavan is there, Shaitan runs away. When the Bhagavan is not there, it's a freedom given to Shaitan to trouble us. तो इसलिए let you be there permanently in my heart. की जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा. Having said so, now Tulsidas is praying to Sri Hanumanji. Pavanatanaya Sankataharana Mangalamurati Rupa Rama Lakhana Sita Sahita Hrudaya Vasaho Surabhupa. He Pavanatanaya Vayuputra. So with all the powers of Pavana or Vayu, Sankataharana, with all your abilities to remove inner and outer sankatas, because you are famous for that, removal of sankata. Human beings are experts in bringing sankata. Lord is expert in removing the sankata. Sankata is difficulties, crisis, problems. Then all that. He Pavanatanaya, He Sankataharana. These are vocative cases. Tulsidas is directly addressing his beloved Lord, devoted Lord, Lord Hanumanji. He Pavanatanaya, He Sankataharana. Third, He Mangala Murati Rupa. And your Rupa is Mangalata. All the auspiciousnesses embodied is you. I am praying to you. I am doing your upasana. I have praised you. If you give me a chance, I'll do a prarthana. I want this thing from you. What do you want, my dear devotee? Ki Rama, Lakhana, Sita, Sahita, Hridaya, Basahu, Sura Bhupa. Sura Bhupa. Even the king of all the devatas, you are like Rama, Lakhana, Sita, Sahita, Hridaya, Basahu. Please stay in my heart along with Sri Ramji, Sri Lakshmanji, Sita Mata. ये आप निरंतर मेरे हृदय में, and whatever is there in our hridaya, that alone is remembered effortlessly. So whatever we are remembering effortlessly means that's what is deeply embedded in our heart, whether it's a person, whether it's an object, whether it's an experience, it's a place, is it not? So if I remember a person all the time means that person's impressions are strong in my heart. if I remember an object of enjoyment maximum, that means मेरे दिल में उसका शाश्वत स्थान है अभी. So here Sri Tulsidas is asking, may you stay in my heart means may I always remember only you, because in your remembrance only I will remember that I am your dasa and I have to serve you. When as a servant I do your service, I am not giving chance for the Maya called mind to project all its whims, fancies, fantasies, the desires, passions, greeds, likes, dislikes, which are the terrible negative bacteria, fungus, virus for the mind. When they come, the human life becomes so diseased, never at ease. So when you are there, these disease creating, dukkha creating bacteria, fungus, or virus, or all these negativities, they won't come to me. Therefore, Rama, Lakhana, Sita, Sahita, Hridaya Basahu, He Surabhupa. सुर देवता में, भूप मीन्स राजा, देवताओं को भी राजा समान हनुमान जी आप सीताराम जी लक्ष्मण जी के साथ मेरे हृदय में निरंतर रहिए. एंड इन दिस प्रार्थना व्हेन वी इंटेंसिफाई and allow Lord Rama, Lakshman, Sita, Hanuman to stay in our hands, in our hearts. Wherever Rama is not there, Shatrus are not there, Dushtas are not there, Kama Adi Vikara are not there. Wherever Rama is not there, then all these negativities do their naked dance. Our hearts don't have the Lord, therefore the hearts are filled with the liquefied petroleum gases, the LPG, the lusts, the passions, the greeds, the aggrandizements, the arrogances, the angers, the revenge qualities. Totally zero human, 100% devil. But as much as we invite Lord to stay in our heart, to that extent, from the Rakshasa through the Pashu to the human, from the human to the divine status or stature, we start evolving. And remember, whether you like it or not, understand it or not, accept it or not, follow it or not, this is the fact. Is that only when the Lord is brought into our hearts that we start living a noble, better, uh, acceptable, decent, dignified life. Mine is the divinity. Every human being starts living a very bad life for himself and world at large. So therefore, you and as youngsters very clearly must know that the Lord should enter our hearts. In fact, the heart should be led by, ruled by Him. So that our entire buddhi, mana, indriya, chitta, ahankara, deha, prana, all of them are expressing only Rama Tattva through us. Such personalities, when there are plenty in the world who have established Rama in their heart and living life like Rama, the world becomes Ramarajya. And we can start, we can be a pioneer, we can be the beginner for that, because we are given a chance to study Hanuman Chalisa. One thing. Second, when Hanumanji is Tulsidas is asking, Rama Lakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basaho, stay in my heart along with Rama Lakshmana Sita, means what? The Rupa of the Rama Lakshmana Sita Hanuman, yes. And the devotion to them, very much. And more truly, these Rama Lakshmana Sita Hanuman are are the expressions of their own great divine values, virtues. So the asking of Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, Hanuman to come and stay in the heart mounts to amounts to leads to the point that may my heart be ruled by these positive values all the time, for which all these four great people stand. One, Rama. Rama stands for wisdom. That's what our Hanuman Chalisa is concluding. Wisdom wala seventh chapter starting, Jnana Vignana Yoga. See that coincidence, see that grace of the Lord. Oh, beautiful it is. I'm really wonderstruck and joyful also to know this coincidence. So, Rama stands for Jnanam. Our heart should be filled with spiritual Jnanam, Vyaktitva Vikasa Jnanam, Dharma Jnanam, Jnanam about the values, professional Jnanam, and how to protect the nature and world, etc. सारे ज्ञान का प्रतीक राम है. तो राम हृदय में रहे means wisdom हृदय में रहे. Because without jnana and with ajnana, we only commit mistakes, suffer ourselves, trouble others too. Second, Lakhana. Lakhana Swami is pratika for the Vairagya. Let us have healthy detachment from the indulgences of the world, because our joy no more is from these petty paltry things like any ordinary, below ordinary human, animalistic human beings. Our joys now are in selfless service. Our joys now are in pure love. Our joys now are in devotion. Our joys now are in surrender, not like others in the materialistic things. That ability in our heart not to depend for happiness on any things and beings, yet all the time happy in detachment, in service, etc., is called as Vairagya, and that is Lakshmana Swami. Therefore, ज्ञान आ गया हृदय में, वैराग्य आ गया हृदय में. Don't get afraid about this word vairagya. Vairagya means unwanted nonsense things given up, wanted useful things alone are kept and used. That's called Vairagya. Like when you have to study for your exams, you study for your exams and keep away all useless things. That is natural. That's called Vairagya. If you don't have it, instead of study, you indulge in these things. किसको नुकसान है? You only will fail. Like you're in an office working, you focus your mind on the work given. But if you don't have that working vairagya, means vairagya for work nahi, work kar rahe ho or no other thing, you will get attached to this person, averse to that person. That's called raga dvesha. Then you get short caught up. In one of the definitions, dharma paripalana is called as vairagya. Vairagyam kim swadharmanushthanam eva. Uparati and Vairagya are called as Swadharmanushthanam. So, Lakshmana Swami represents the healthy, matured non attachment or detachment. Detachment is not running away from world or hating the world or fighting with the world or looking at the world down upon. These are all misnomers, misunderstandings of Vairagya. Vairagya means I am in this world to serve, not to get. That attitude is called as Vairagya. Like mother has for the children. She loves them, she serves them, she expects zero. That's called Vairagya. A guru also. He gives everything to us. But उनको क्या चाहिए आपसे? आपने लिए कुछ नहीं चाहिए. तुम ये गीता समझकर जिंदगी को सुधार लो. That is more than enough. Even it is not his problem. If you do practice Gita and get benefited, उनको क्या मिलने वाला? Actually, ये गुरु को कुछ चाहिए भी नहीं. He is already in the bliss of this self. So be clear about the ability not to become slaves to things and beings because of already existing slavery to our own senses and mind. मन और इंद्रियों का गुलाम बनने के कारण वस्तु व्यक्तियों के गुलाम बनना, इसको ही संसार या राग द्वेष कहते हैं. नहीं रहना इस वैराग्य. मम्मा आइसक्रीम है क्या? नहीं है. नहीं आइसक्रीम नहीं रखते तुम फ्रिज में, काय का मम्मी हो? गो टू इजिप्ट. इजिप्ट में मम्मी लोग रहते हैं. This is called as raga or dvesha. You want ice cream? It is called raga. It is not kept in the fridge by the mother. Therefore dvesha to hers. On the other hand, mama ice cream hai kya? Beta nahi hai. Never mind, amma. When I go there, I'll bring it. We'll have together. This is called vairagya. Is it not getting disturbed by the things and beings? Our presence or absence is called Vairag. One day you feel like eating, how does it matter? Just by eating ice cream, you are not going to lose your great qualities. Only you eat ice cream, don't do anything else. Then you are a stupid fellow. You should be put in that ice cream only. Is it not? ठीक है. मम्मा टुडे दाल बनाओ. अरे बेटा मैं भूल गया सब्जी बनाया आज तो भूल गई. ठीक है मम्मा नेवर माइंड. That's called वैराग. Without asking you, she made something and she said, I don't want this, want it. This is called the Rakshasa. ठीक है. A Vairagi accepts everything and is happy. Like that, so many definitions are there. Vairag. The highest definitions are given in Shastra, which I am not telling you. डर के भागो हुए. दृष्टा अनुश्रविका विषया वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम तत्परम पुरुष ख्याते गुणमयी तृष्ण्यम. Already 6th chapter अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते. We have sufficiently discussed. A sense of independence, non-dependency is vairagya for you, the youth, to begin. Not a vairagya like Devadas because that girl did not like you and she started something else, somebody else, and then you are unnecessary making a barber bukha because you are not shaving. That fellow is not getting money. ठीक है. In life, live in such a dignified manner that people should come to you. If they don't come, they should miss you, not you miss anything or anybody. If you study Geetha, if you understand spirituality, if you learn the art of living a noble life, you will stand out to be that great person sought after by others. Even if they don't seek you, never mind, it is they who miss. Like if the youngsters don't come to Gita class, why should I feel regretted or remorsed? It is their misfortune that though freely these $1 million worth life management classes are happening, they are not attending. It is their thing. Why should I suffer? I am in my own dignity sharing this knowledge freely out of my love for the youngsters. मेरे को क्या है? This is called Vairag. Lakshmana Swami represents Vairagyam. Sita Mata represents Bhakti. Okay, that devotion to God. All this we'll be seeing again in 7th chapter Gita. Bhakti Mata. And we should have Prema to the world, Gaurava, Abhimana, Adara to parents and elders, Bhakti to the Lord. Always toward the lower ones, there is Asakti. ऑब्जेक्ट्स के प्रति आसक्ति होता है. छोटे लोगों के प्रति प्रेम होता है. इक्वल लोगों के प्रति मित्रता होता है. टू एल्डर्स वी हैव रेस्पेक्ट, लिटिल एल्डर्स रेवरेंस. फाइनली टू द डिवाइन वी हैव द डिवोशन. गुरु एंड गॉड डिवोशन, पेरेंट्स रेवरेंस, अदर एल्डर्स रेस्पेक्ट, फ्रेंडलीनेस टू इक्वल्स, लोअर पीपल लव if it is human beings, liking for the objects. Not a negative liking. Liking means a good thing you should like. Healthy food you should like that. So Sita Mata represents Bhakti. Therefore, when Tulsidas ji says Rama, Lakshmana, Sita Sahita means along with Rama representing Jnana, Lakshmana, the Vairagya, Sita Mata, Bhakti, stay in my heart. And who is Hanumanji? Seva. Relentless, continuous, constant, without any expectation. Without going for any, what you call, rest or etc., continuously available to serve, he is called Hanumanji. Is it not? Throughout his stay, Hanumanji is always in serving Lord Rama. हम क्या है ना, लोगों को सर्विस देते हैं. पानी लाओ, चाय लाओ, नाश्ता बनाओ. आई लाइक ए बफेलो ईट एंड सिट ऑन द सोफा वाचिंग आईपीएल. आईपीएल मीन्स खाते रहो, पीते रहो, लेटते रहो. IPL. I won't do anything. Useless. Hanumanji, always seva. तो हनुमत रूपी सेवा, सीता रूपी भक्ति, लक्ष्मण रूपी वैराग्य, राम का ज्ञान, ये चारों हमारे हृदय में आ जाए. सब बहुत श्री राम लक्ष्मण सीता हनुमान भी रहेंगे हमारे हृदय में, और जिस वैल्यूज को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं वो भी हमारे हृदय में आ जाए. दिस इज व्हाट राम लखन सीता सहिता हे हनुमान हृदय बसहु, हे ग्रेट अमंग ऑल द देवता सुर भूपा. So this is what is the last one. पवनतनय मंगलहरण पवनतनय संकटहरण मंगलमूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहिता hridaya vasahu surabhupa. So from Hanumanji we should learn, always you should desire for the knowledge, the love and ability to work and no attachment. The more we ask for them, they enter. They are the ones. Is it not when I have a knowledge? The knowledgeable person is worshipped everywhere. You know that shloka, Swadeshe pujyate murkha, Swagrame pujyate buddha, Swadeshi pujyate Raja, Vidwan Sarvatra pujyate. A wise person is worshipped everywhere. Is it not? Ajnani. When you have a knowledge, everywhere you are respected. When you have detachment, you never become slave to anybody. When you have love, you can win the hearts of everyone. When you are ready to serve, then you get back the service from the world. When you serve, you deserve. When you serve, you reserve, you preserve, you conserve. All these are results of your service. Are these not divine qualities to invoke in our hearts? If you are a healthy, well tuned youngster, you will say yes. If not, you are a time pass brand, came to see what's happening in this class for the youth for 1 or 2 seconds. You have come. If you are true, serious, sincere, optimistic will be your answer. Yes, my heart should be filled with jnanam, with prema or bhakti, with my ability to serve as well as detachment and dispassion. That person is a blessing to the Lord, world. The other fellows without this positive, exactly negative, they are all bane to the world. These are the boon, they are blame. And these persons are blessings to world, others are curse to the world. Do you want to be a curse or blessing to the world? Think about it. So in this way, He Pavanatanaya, He Sankadarana, He Mangalamurudrupa, I request you, Rama Lakana Sita Saita Hridaya Vasahu, and you are Surabhupa, you are the best among all the lords, devatas. This is how we 1 or 2% tried to see what is the beauty of a Sri Hanuman Chalisa Siddha Grantha. And I request only two things. First, by heart the Hanuman Chalisa. Second, with the meaning in mind. Once at least a day you chant throughout life. You will never have anything to lose, any failure in life, any obstructions, etc. in life, because Hanumanji as Devata, Hanuman Chalisa as a wisdom, both of them will guide you, protect you, empower you throughout life. You do promise to yourself, because I'm not going to ask you whether have you done it or not. It is your life, your choice. But I wish and pray and expect that you will really learn in my heart with the meaning you chant every day. हार्डली कितना टाइम लगेगा? 5 मिनट. जीवन भर हमारे रक्षा करते हुए हर विजय को हमें देने वाले हनुमान जी के लिए 5 मिनट आप नहीं दे सकते हो क्या? संचो सोचो. To mother, father, to guru, to God, the one who cannot give time, he is doing something terribly wrong. He is very selfish fellow, he is animalistic. है ना? माता पिता जिन्होंने जन्म दी, भगवान जिन्होंने माता पिता दी, गुरु जिन्होंने जन्म को सार्थक बनाया, है ना? इनको आप नहीं सुनोगे, इनके लिए समय 5 मिनट नहीं दोगे, 10 मिनट, then किसको दे रहे हो आप? To all the unworthy things and beings? Never say there is no time. You say you have no interest. Create interest, you will have time. Time is 24 hours for everyone. You waste time in all nonsense things. Refrain from that. Give time to this. This is how the one who, after understanding with maturity, takes up higher, diviner, nobler, greater commitments and follows them with conviction. They are marked for day by day growth and evolution to stand out distinctly as a true contributor to themselves and world at large. Geetha or all our Hanuman Chalisa Shastras make an idol about of an ideally sitting youth. Make a मूर्ति from a पत्थर. है ना? पत्थर को सब ठोकते तो कुंदलते रहते हैं, मूर्ति को सब लोग प्रणाम करते हैं. Is it not an idol in the temple is worshipped? It was a stone, but that sculpture has carved. So the gurus are the ones who carve out of you the stones an idol which is worshipped by the world. Don't you like that? Don't you want to be like that? And is it not the time for you as a youngster? Should you wait for the 80, 90 years where you are not moldable? पत्थर को आप मारोगे वो बर्दाश्त करता है, आप उसमें से आइडल निकाल सकते. दिस इज योर एज. ओल्ड एज में एक मारो तो गिर जाएंगे. यार मारना मीन्स chiseling out of yourself the unwanted things and carving all the beauties through Gita Hanuman Chalisa knowledge so that you become an idol. And none of these are just words coming out of head or only a theory or a time pass words. No. These are the words of fact, words of truth coming out of deep love and concern and that expectation for you and through you to the world. Nothing for us. It is always clear. Okay. Good. We did a Chalisa part. Hanuman Chalisa. We studied 15-20 lag gaye din. Koi vanda nahi. Good. Tomorrow onward some other text I will take up. Let me think what it is. Maybe Bhaja Govindam or something. I'll talk to you. एक श्लोक 5-5 minute along 10-10 minute Gita. Now let us, as promised, as our final offering to Hanumanji, let us chant the entire Hanuman Chalisa once in next 7 minutes. Thank you. Om Ata Shri Goswami Tulasidas Virachita Hanuman Chalisa Siddha Grantham Om Hanumat Kripaya Nitya Nirantara Samassa Satkaryeshu Adhyatmika Karyeshu Sadhaneshu Lokaseva Karyeshu Sanatana Dharma Sthapana Karyeshu Cha दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री गोस्वामी तुलसीदास विरचिता हनुमान चालीसा शास्त्रस्य सद्ग्रंथस्य सिद्धग्रंथस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम श्री गुरुचरण सरोज रज निजमन मुकुर सुधारि भरनौ रघुवर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिकै सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपी सतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र अरुध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मोद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपै तीनों लोक हांकते कांपै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा, जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करौ गुरुदेव की नाई। यह शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंधि महा सुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरणा, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। बोल श्री सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः। Thank you for all of you for your patient listening. We offer all this at the feet of Lord Rama, Sri Hanumanji. May they be always with us, bless us with that Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagya, Seva, Bhava, so that our presence becomes useful for the world and our evolution. An evolved person serves the world. So, as inasmuch a serving person evolves. So, with Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagya, and abilities, let us be only the servant of the world. Om Namo Shiv. Tanno Hanuman Prachodiat. बोल पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। समस्त गीता हनुमान चालीसा श्रोतागण युव संतति की जय, युव गण की जय, जिज्ञासु गण की जय। Thank you. Now, only 5 minutes for our common sense thought, not even that much, little, and then we'll enter into chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. In common sense thought, today is this key: never uh, get frightened, discomforted, threatened yourself in the presence of anyone. That will happen when you don't have any selfishness with you. More important than this is key: whenever the people are there around you, see to it that they are neither disturbed nor they are frightened in your presence. This is a greater than the greatest gift you can give to the world. Why should be the people be disturbed? Are you a dog or what? Why should the people be afraid in your presence? Are you a rakshas or what? Is it not? Same, when I am arrogant and selfish, people are frightened in my presence, are disturbed. There is no greater crime than this. We should be like that flowers which the honeybee is attracted to. You understand? Not the human repellent we have to be. No. You know the mosquito repellent, so to human repellent we are. No. We should be person of that comforting to the people. Take a vow, take a sankalpa throughout life that in my presence others are not disturbed nor frightened. Is it not? Lord Ram ji ka jo bhi aate hain, he gives abhayam to them. Sakurdeva prabannaya tavasmiti se yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhya dadami. And so too, with whatever the peacelessness, disturbance they come to his presence, in his presence they find that poise and peace and tranquility. That type of pure hearted personality, freed from ego, freed from negativities, freed from that selfishness, we have to be. That doesn't mean we become doormats. No. That doesn't mean we are sold out to the people. ऐसा भी नहीं है. ऐसा कोई नाटक करता है, taking granted our goodness, kick that fellow. That's okay. That we spirituality, Hinduism never encourages us to become so timid to be used by others as a doormat. No, never ever spirituality is at the cost of self-respect or self-esteem or self-value. No, it is wrong. We never recommend that. But what's happening today? Because of our many negative qualities, misbehaviors, arrogances, anybody comes in front, इतने डरने लगते, कांपने लगते and disturb होने लगते. Bhagavan says in 12th chapter, we are going to see, Yasmat na udvijate lokaha, lokat na udvijate chayaha, harshamarsa bhayodvige mukto yaha sachame priyaha. I love that person, whether he is my devotee or not. But if he is not afraid anywhere, and nor anybody is afraid or disturbed in his presence, give that comfort, give a smile. Today's world needs that type of comforting, consoling, loving people. Some criminals are there. ये तो होता ही है हमेशा, है ना. रामा वाज देयर, रावण वाज, कृष्णा वाज, कंसा, डेविल, ये तो दुनिया में चलते ही रहता है. Bad elements will be there. We are not worried. We are seeing about people who are in some problems, distresses, troubles, difficulties of different sorts. They look up to somebody or look for someone who can give some fearlessness, some encouragement, some inspiration, some assurance. Give that to them. Like तुम्हारा दोस्त आ गए, डाउट डांटो मत उसको, क्यों अरे ऐसे गलत टाइम में, पागल है क्या तू. ही इज ए फ्रेंड. वो भी नहीं आएगा, फिर अकेले बन जाओगे कल से. फाइंड द रीजन व्हाट फॉर ही हैज कम. ठीक है, ओके, आई वाज बिजी, एनीवे लेट्स टॉक लिटिल लेटर, आई एम बिजी इन माय गीता क्लास नाउ. किसी को हमारे प्रेजेंस में भय नहीं होना चाहिए और डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं. हाँ, हमको भी किसी से डरना नहीं. डर मीन्स विथ फादर मदर यू हैव टू डर. वो भी व्हेन यू डू योर वर्क, व्हाई विल दे फ्राइटन यू. That is a respectful fear that is required toward the parent, toward the guru, towards the god. The reverential fear is always good to protect yourself from yourself. But other than that, है ना, डरना नहीं. Like पुलिस वाले डरते ही लोग, मतलब if the person is criminal, naturally will डरते हैं. But police themselves act like a criminal. The rakshaka bhata becomes bhakshaka bhata. Then people are afraid. राजा से प्रजा डरते हैं क्या? डरना नहीं चाहिए. राजा तो पिता के समान है. Yesterday you saw in Bhatinda, पुलिस एक दूसरे को मतलब मार दिए 4 लोगों को. कितना बुरा है वो. So bad to listen. So far how many? 24 people killed mutually only. ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो भाई? Love each other, love nation. By the way, the topic here is what? Common sense thought. Let none find fear. Let none find disturbance in our presence. That arrogant, that cruel, that crooked, that negative, that selfish, that type of criminal minded behavioral we should not be. And you see in your own life some people in whose presence you are afraid. Why? Because of that type of misbehavior, wrong behavior. तो ऐसा हमको नहीं बनना. ये है आज का कॉमन सेंस थॉट. Okay, then people should be afraid in your presence to do wrong things. That's good. Like your children, उनको ना पापा डांटते हैं, इसलिए कोई एक काम भी वो लोग बुरा नहीं करना, क्योंकि दे आर अफ्रेड ऑफ यू, बिकॉज यू लव डिसिप्लिन एंड यू पनिश if they don't follow. That's all healthy. But otherwise, with arrogant selfishness, people are afraid in front of us or with our powers. Power के कारण डरना. because a powerful person कोई इसको डिस्टर्ब करता है ना, he will misuse that power to do anything. Like in power politics, anybody comes into power, they use that to not use, misuse it to the earlier people to take revenges. ये सब दरिद्रता है. That's all misusing all the resources and all. That makes the country go back a lot in its progress. Regression होता है उधर, progress नहीं होता. So all that you know, but just feel nobody should be afraid in our presence or disturbed. They should become peaceful and get consoled, guided, advised. And your only two advices should be you work hard and you pray to God. Without praying to God, Lord will not give strength to work. Without working, you can't invoke God's grace. तो खुद का मेहनती काम परमात्मा से श्रद्धा से. You know that great quotation, work while working as if everything depends on you. Pray while praying as if everything depends on God. In that way, balance. This is what you have to give advice to all and thus console them. And you also be, आपके बारे में तो डाउट ही नहीं मुझे. You are regularly listening Geeta, Geeta Mata, Vyasa Bhagwan, Guru Parampara, Lord Krishna. They are four sides like a shield protecting you. If you allow. If you go out of that shield by being irregular to classes, what can anybody do? If you go out of corona protection, it will attack you. Is it not? In the same way, if you go out of the protection, we can't do anything. मैं तो बता रहा हूँ, क्लास नहीं आओगे मैं क्या करूँ? योर माई लव टू यू, माई हेल्प टू यू, माई सर्विस टू यू इज ओनली थ्रू दिस गीता क्लासेस. इफ यू डोंट कम एंड टेक देम, मैं क्या करूँ? This way, don't go out of the zone. You are in protected shield. Give protection to others and give that assurance, not the fear. With your money, with your power, with your knowledge, never misuse them in harming the persons, giving दुख. Because हर एक बंदे के दिल में भगवान ही होते हैं. किसी को डराया तो भगवान को ही डराया. So that's a big sin. Become little more sensitive in this regard. Not all of you. In this case, among you, only 5% or 10% would be there who, with their ego, frighten others, with their selfishness, disturb others. Only 10% लोग. बाकी तो सीधे साधे भोले भाले. But that 10% also today I wanted to address. Therefore, this topic is taken up. Thank you. Now come to the Bhagavad Gita. Wonderful. We have done 6 chapters, one third of it out of 18 chapters. It is called Karma Shatkam. That is over. So the 6 chapters were Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, then Atma Samyama or Dhyana Yoga. Each of them in their 30, 40, 47, 43, 42, then again 29, again 47 shlokas. In these 6 chapters, how many hundreds and hundreds of things we learned, at least heard. Learning I can't. I can make you listen, but to learn or not is in your hands. So many things are taught by Lord Krishna in these 6 chapters, and it doesn't stop. We have 12 more chapters in Gita. The second set of 6 chapters from 7 to 12, they are called as Bhakti Shatkam. In Vedanta Marga, in Vedanta, it's called as Tatpada Shodhanam. First 6 chapters called Tvam-pada Shodhanam. Last 6 are called Asi. So the Tattvamasi Mahavakya is explained in Gita. That way they talk. In a simple language, Karma Shatkam is over. Now Bhakti Shatkam. Shatkam in 6, set of 6 chapters. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are Bhakti Shatkam. And it is more spiritual. But in spirituality only, we evolve in that evolution only. Outer successes also obviously come because we become matured to perform well, and divinity also comes helping us. Therefore, successes will come. Therefore, topic being more subtle, that only I will develop. At the same time, any bits are there, any beautiful tips are there for you, they also will be shared. But don't miss these classes. Okay, in this second Bhakti Shatkam, the 6 chapters, starting from 7. 7 is Jnana Vignana Yoga. 8th is Akshara Parabrahma Yoga. 9th is Raja Vidya Raja Guhya. 10th is Vibhuti Yoga. 11th is Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga. 12th is Bhakti Yoga. Each one are gems and masterpieces. With Bhashyam, with Gudhartha Deepika, if you study them, there is no tastier knowledge, sweetness, wisdom than this. गीता का आनंद रस अलग है. भागवत हो, गीता हो, हमारे उपनिषद हो, दे आर रसस्वरूप. पिबत भागवतम रसम आलयम मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः. वी ऑल ड्रिंक आम रस. गर्मियां आ गए, ये सारे तो आम रस नहीं है, तो खास रस है. आम रस तो सिर्फ जिह्वा को खुशी देता है, पेट को क्या कहते हो वो करा देता है गरम गरम. बट ये वाला जो राम रस है, कृष्ण रस है, गीता वाला, उपनिषद वाला ज्ञान रस है, ये तो थ्रू आउट लाइफ इट विल मेक यू झूमो इन आनंद. These words, I know they are going as bouncers to you. Never mind, you are in the ground to play cricket. Bouncers coming, never mind. You will learn an art little later on, even to hit bouncers to sixers. In the sense, even these bouncers you will be able to encash if you are continuously listening. That's my assurance to you. If you are regular, you are molded, tuned to understand any of the subtle topic of any of the Shastra. It has nothing to do with the age, though age has its own influence of giving maturity. बट इन योर केस यूर ऑलरेडी 15-20, आपके आई क्यू एस क्यू ओ क्यू ये सारे इतने ज़्यादा है, तो जल्दी आप पकड़ पाओगे। प्रैक्टिस करोगे या ना हो भगवान जाने, बट समझ तो सकते हैं, मुझे कोई संशय नहीं। इसलिए स्पिरिचुअलिटी को टच करते हुए आपके हमारे जो ज़रूरतें हैं वर्ल्डली सक्सेस के लिए, एनी सच पॉइंट्स कम, दे आल्सो विल बी हाईलाइटेड इन दिस चैप्टर 6 सेकंड भक्ति षटक। Now, among that, the first one is Jnana Vignana Yogam, 7th chapter. Hardly kitne shloka isme? 30 only are there, 30, but gems of wisdom every shloka. I'll just a bird's eye view, I tell you. Bhagavan promises in first shloka, 2 shlokas, I am going you theoretical knowledge about me and practical sadhanas to experience me. Third shloka he says, out of millions of humans, only few try for this. And among them who are relentlessly trying without giving up, they only come to the experience of me. Then he starts giving theoretical knowledge about himself, that all these Ashtadha Prakriti and Jiva are my own Prakriti, and I am beyond other than them. This is how Gita talks about Paramatma, very much prevalent or present in the entire world. Thereafter, Bhagavan says, in this universe, on the highest contemplation, there is nothing other than me, higher than me, lower than me. I alone am there everywhere. Thereafter, how he is permeating in each of the world as its essence. 15 or 16 examples Bhagavan gives. Then he says, it is me, my Prakriti Maya, its 3 gunas with which the entire world is made. People deluded by those 3 gunas are not able to rise above these 3 gunas to see me as I am. But who are surrendering to me, that's why is Bhakti Shatkam. That layer or curtain of Maya, I will remove, they will see me. And this type of opportunity to listen to these great things will come in many, many millions of lives of good actions done. So if you and I are learning Gita means in our earlier lives, so much of punya we have done. Because of that only, the availability of this class, the possibility to attend, the inclination to learn, all this we have. So let us make positive use of it. Let us encash it in learning these beautiful things. Thereafter, Bhagavan says about 4 types of bhaktas also. Hmm. Uh, uh, Artha jignasu artharthi jnani. Then he says, he looted by the desires, etc. Minds become incapable of knowing the Lord. Finally, how we are looted by the worldly things? Through the desires and passions and all. When for the time being they are kept away, when the mind is made calm and quiet, then all these knowledges will reveal to us the divine. When the divine is seen, he alone is everywhere. And divine being blissful, you are already blissful. A happy person never seeks anything. Anybody seeks anything only when he is unhappy. No one of God is happy. Happy person doesn't want anything, he only gives. You become a giver from a receiver when you have the bliss of divine. So this chapter in that way, talking beautiful things, lastly, he talks about Lord in 7 places. And in those 7 places, how to discover Lord, that become theme of 8th chapter. So every chapter's last shloka almost becomes a basis for the next chapter. Like 6th chapter, what was the last shloka? Yoginam api sarvesham. Among all the yogis, madgatena antaratmana, with their antakarana devoted to me. Shraddhavan, with faith in me, Mam bhajate. He uses all his yoga shaktis or control of mind only in serving me. Same yukta tamaha iti me mataha. He is greater yogi, that's what my opinion. Therefore, yogi, उसको अपने भक्ति भी वो ज्वाइन करेगा, so he becomes double decker yogi. So that became an introduction to the Bhakti Shatkam. You understood? So that's how Bhakti Shatkam starts. इन भक्ति शतकम भगवान के बारे में जानकर उनके लिए भक्ति करना, बिना जाने वो भक्ति टेम्पररी होता है. Therefore, in the first 11 chapter तक भगवान की महिमा बताकर ही 12th में भक्ति बताते हैं. All these secret subtle things, whatever I feel like sharing with you, think by understanding that you are capable of accepting or understanding, those things I'll discuss. हो गया? The first chapter, seventh chapter's name is Jnana Vijnana Yogam. So in this, first two shlokas go together. Today we'll chant both of them. I'll only tell you literal meaning. Tomorrow's full day we dedicate in understanding these two and slowly continue. Okay. First of all, let us do Gita Dhyanam because the beginning of new chapter. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam. Sorry, before that. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Gita Sharanam Mama. Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. अथ गीताध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ सप्तमोऽध्यायः ज्ञानविज्ञानयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच इन दिस देयर इज नो अर्जुन वाच अर्जुन को कोई प्रश्न नहीं है पूरा भगवान ही लगाते पूरा जड़ी so first two shlokas are talking by Lord. He says I'll give you jnana vijnana with which you get liberated provided you have these few values. And this first shloka of 7th chapter contains all the four yoga sadhanas mainly mentioned in Hinduism Sanatana Dharma. Long back, I think 2006 or 7, somewhere I was asked to talk this chapter 7. First sloka only I spoke for 5 days. So to the 5th chapter कहीं पूछा उन्होंने 15th वाला है तो 20 श्लोक बट पहले 3 श्लोक के लिए 9 दिन लगे वहाँ बिकॉज सो मच ऑफ मसाला और नॉलेज इज देयर इन इट. कहीं तो सेकंड चैप्टर जिन्होंने कहा अराउंड 6 यज्ञ 6 7 42 days we spoke because of so much wisdom in it. There also first chapter contains karma, first shloka contains karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga. I will not frighten you because मैंने अभी कहा किसी को डराओ मत. I will not frighten you by giving you all those detailed, deep, analytical meanings. Literally, I will tell you. So that will be enough for your intellect for the time being. So Sri Bhagavan so shloka is Mai asakta manaha partha yogam yunjan madashrayah असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु ज्ञानं तेहं स विज्ञानम् इदं वक्ष्यामि अशेषतः यत् ज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यत् ज्ञातव्यम् अवशिष्यते. Let us chant it only once. श्री भगवानुवाच मय्यासक्तमनाः पार्थ योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु ज्ञानं तेहं स विज्ञानम् इदं वक्ष्याम्यशेषतः यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यत् ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते. हे पार्थ, O Arjuna, my asakta manaha, if your mind is having its attachment love to me, yogam yunjan, if you have done the yoga of chitta as it was taught you in 6th chapter, mad ashrayaha, if you have taken support of me, then asamshayam samagrammam yatha mam jnasasi, then without doubt and completely, how you will come to know me, tachrunu, I am going to teach you that. And again, jnanam te aham sa vijnanam, theory as well as practice. Idam, just now very proximately to you, vakshyami, I will teach you asheshata. Why should I listen? What is the benefit of this theoretical jnanam, practical tips to know you? Ki yat jnatva, having known which, na iha bhuyaha anyat jnatavyam avashishyate. There is nothing more remains to be known, remains to be desired, remains to be possessed to. Means in the knowing and possessing or gaining of one, everything is gained and possessed. That much supreme, beautiful, divine is this knowledge. Are you ready? If ready, let us start from Shloka 4. Third Shloka, he gives some more importance of this knowledge. So tomorrow, what is the meaning of Maya Saktamanaha? What is the meaning of Madashraya? Yogam Yunjan? What is the meaning of Asamshayam Samagramam Gnasasi and Jnanam Teham Vignam? All these one by one word I'll explain tomorrow. ओके, tomorrow's full day for the first two shlokas. और कम पड़ा तो परसों भी हम देखेंगे. So with the same श्रद्धा as you have every day, एकाग्रता as you have every day, regularity I have every day. देखो स्वामी लोग भी कितना झूठ बोलते हैं. Come and be with me. Let both of us unveil the Gita Jnanam and see if not 100%, 3-4% भी हमारे भेजे में भेजा जाएगा तो हमको उसका बहुत फायदा होगा. So let us that way start opening up for the wisdom given by Lord Krishna. Our intellects ko kholo, let that knowledge enter our heart, let the devotion enter our heart, that service orientation enter our heart, the detachment enter our hearts. Like Tulsidaji asks, Ki Ramalakana Sita Saita Hrideva Sarabhupa. In that filled heart, let us find the fulfillment of our life. And none of these things are mere time pass theory. No, all of them are the highest goals indicated for a wise person to reach out. Clear? Thank you, friends. Throughout life, keep listening to all Shastras, especially Bhagavad Gita. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Shlokas we have anyway chanted. Hanuman Chalisa is Pavanatanaya Mangala Harana. Sorry, Pavanatanaya Sankata Harana. Mangala Murati Rupa. Ramalakana Sita Saita. Hridaya Basau Surabhupa. Again, Pavanatanaya Sankata Harana. Mangala Murati Rupa. Ramalakana Sita Saita. हृदय बसौ सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय. This Hanuman Chalisa we have heard at the feet of the Lord, and Geetha we have started learning. Common sense thought was, see to it that nobody is disturbed or frightened in your presence. And that happens, the disturbance and frightening, when you are very arrogant, when you are too selfish, when you are too insisting on others. Removing these non-positivities, see to that people are encouraged, inspired, and they are getting something from you, at least the consolation and love. Become that type of personality. So that at least few people coming across you find that consolation and solace. Thus the world is reduced of miserable people, increased of happy people. Okay. Thank you very much. Tomorrow onwards, once Hanuman Chalisa is over, for you, appealing to you in your language, I'll talk on Bhaja Govindam text. It has also got 31 mantras. तो एक एक दिन एक एक श्लोक जितना आप समझ सकते हो उतना 5-10 मिनट बोलूंगा. सो हमको कॉमन सेंस थॉट भी मिल रहा है, भगवत भजन गोविंद भी मिल रहा है, और गीता भी. सो इन वन क्लास 3 टेक्स्ट यू आर लर्निंग. गुड नो. सवा घंटा घंटा एक बैठते हो अपना 40 मिनट फुल ऑफ कंटिन्यूस गिविंग अस ऑफ क्लैरिटीज ओनली. That's the glory of our Sanatana Dharma Shastras. And good that you are coming. You are lovable, loving, lovely, lively children. Therefore, we love you so much. And that's why our pouring of love to you can't be with money, etc. क्योंकि हम बेरोजगार, कहाँ है पैसे? But then I can pour my love to you by giving you what our Shastras, Gurus, Bhagavan says regarding a fruitful, successful, beautiful, joyful, fulfilling life. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhoya Sajjana Shanti Mahapnuyat Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyaha Muktaschanyan Vimochayeta Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Mrutangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Continue, dear friends. Om.